Do you feel that heaviness in your legs at the end of the day? That swelling that prevents you from putting on your shoes? Or those night cramps that wake you up suddenly and rob you of sleep? Ooh. You may have noticed that your feet feel cold. It doesn't matter how many socks you try to cover them with. Let me tell you something. That's not a thing of age. It's not something you have to learn to live with, period. They are the first warning signs, the messages of help that your body sends you to tell you that something is wrong with your veins and arteries. Think of them as the highways of your body. If there's a traffic jam, traffic gets complicated. And if that traffic jam is ignored, it can end in something as serious as deep vein thrombosis. I'm Dr. Fernando Manocci, and believe me, I've heard these concerns in my practice many times. But what if I told you that I've seen with my own eyes how a very specific vitamin, one that I'm sure you have at home, can turn the situation around 180 degrees? Stay with me, because today I'm going to reveal which vitamin is helping my patients strengthen their blood vessels and reactivate their circulation. Look, what we often overlook is swelling, and swelling and cramps are not just discomfort. They are the mere story we don't want to read. Venous insufficiency or peripheral arterial disease are AMP2. Imagine your circulatory system as an incredibly complex network of pipes. Over the years, it's normal for these pipes to become stiffer, narrower, or accumulate sediment. When that happens, the blood, especially in the legs where it fights against gravity, begins to flow more slowly and with turbulence. And that slowness is dangerous. Because of its stagnant nature, blood becomes the ideal environment for clot formation. A blood clot in a deep vein in your leg, known as deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, is no joke. If that clot decides to pack its bags and travel to your lungs, it can cause a pulmonary embolism. And that, my friends, is a life-threatening medical emergency. But this is where science is giving us a little bit of hope. There is a vitamin that acts as a real-life bodyguard for your blood vessels. And no, I'm not talking about some expensive drug or some invasive procedure. I'm talking about something found in the foods you eat every day. In this video, I'm not just going to tell you what it is. I'm going to explain how it works and how you can start using it and how you can start feeling better. The false revelation and the honest explanation. Alright, let's get down to business. What is this miracle vitamin that dissolves clots in 7 days, just like the title of the video says? Before I tell you, I have to be as honest with you as I am with every patient who sits in my office. It is my duty as a physician to give you real, responsible information. And the truth is this: no vitamin, no supplement, no food can dissolve a clot that has already formed in 7 days, and that is science fiction. A diagnosed no clot is a medical emergency that needs treatment with anticoagulant drugs prescribed by a professional. Playing around with this is dangerous. So, Dr. Manocci, why the title, you may ask? I used it because while the word dissolve is a shortcut, the real power of this vitamin is much deeper and more lasting. It's called prevention. What this vitamin does do, and here's its magic, is completely transform the environment inside your blood vessels. It creates an environment where it is incredibly difficult for those clots to form in the first place. It's like having a 24/7 maintenance crew for your arteries and veins. It helps your blood vessels relax so blood can flow without clogging, reduces inflammation that damages blood walls, and balances the factors that make blood sticky, laxity. The change you might feel in a week isn't just a blood clot gone. It's the beginning of your vascular health returning. Your legs feel lighter, less swollen, and have better circulation. Niacin, which you know is vitamin B3, is the subject of our discussion today. The particular vitamin that I'm referring to now, the silent danger in your legs. To understand why niacin is so powerful, we first have to get down into the trenches and see what's going on inside your legs. Think of your circulation as a road system. You have arteries and veins, Arteries are the high-speed highways. They carry oxygen-rich, nutrient-rich blood from your heart to every corner of your body. They need to be strong and flexible. Veins are the back roads on the way back. They collect used blood and return it to your heart and lungs to recharge it. In the legs, this work is literally uphill. To prevent blood from flowing backward due to gravity, veins have little gates, valves that only open upwards. So where does other trouble begin? In the arteries, enemy number one is atherosclerosis. It's as if the sides of the highway start to fill up with rust and debris. That debris in our arteries is a bad cholesterol, LDL, fat and calcium that forms plaque, LIV. That plaque hardens and narrows the artery. We change from a 3-lane highway to a goat path. The result is less oxygen to your legs, which causes pain when walking, cramps, and cold feet. And in the veins, the problem is usually venous insufficiency. Imagine if the walls of those secondary roads became flabby and stretched. The little gates, the valves no longer close properly. Blood seeps down and pools in your calves. This accumulation increases the pressure, causing swelling, pain, heaviness, and the famous varicose veins. And this is where the villain of the movie is born, the clot. A clot, or thrombosis, forms when the perfect storm occurs, what in medicine we call Virtuosa's triad. The blood stagnates. It does not move well, as in venous insufficiency. The wall of the vessel is damaged by inflammation, cholesterol, high pressure. The blood is thick. It is more prone to clotting due to genetics or other conditions. When a clot forms in a deep vein in the leg, that is a deep vein thrombosis, PVT. The real panic is not the blockage in the leg. It is that a piece of that clot breaks off, travels like a missile through your bloodstream, crosses the heart, and embeds itself in an artery in the lungs. This is called a pulmonary embolism and can be fatal. The symptoms of a PVT can range from discomfort to sharp pain, but never, ever ignore them. Swelling in one leg, a cramp-like pain that won't go away, a patch of skin that's warm to the touch, and a reddish or purple color. If you have this, especially if it comes on suddenly, you need urgent medical help. Now that we understand the seriousness of the matter, let's see how our hero, niacin, comes into play to dismantle this whole mess. Niacin, vitamin B3, the guardian of your blood vessels. Niacin is no exotic vitamin that's just been discovered. It's part of the B-complex family and is essential for producing energy. But science has revealed that its superpowers go much further, making it a key player in heart and circulatory health. Niacin has your back with a fascinating 3-pronged attack. Mechanism 1. The breakthrough effect. Vasodilation. The first and most immediate effect of niacin in its nicotinic acid form is that it's a vasodilator, or relaxes and widens blood vessels. Think of your arteries as highways again. If they're tight, there's a traffic jam. She acts like a traffic officer shouting, "Open up all the lanes right now." By relaxing the muscles in the walls of your vessels, their diameter increases and blood flows freely with less pressure. This is pure gold for your legs and feet, which suffer the most. More blood flow means more oxygen, fewer cramps, less cold, and more energy. This effect is so real that it often causes something called the niacin flush. People taking therapeutic doses sometimes get a red face and chest and feel warm or itchy. It may be a little weird at first, but it's actually proof that the vitamin is working. It's a sign that your capillaries are opening up wide. It's harmless, lasts about 15 to 30 minutes, and gets smaller over time. It's important to know that other forms like niacinamide don't do this because they don't have this potent effect. Mechanism 2. The mucosal cholesterol manager clearing the pipes. If vasodilation is the quick fix for traffic, managing cholesterol is the long-term strategy. And niacin is one of the best tools out there. Let's go back to the grimy pipe, the plaque of atherosclerosis. Its main component is LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. Niacin acts like a super efficient cleaning crew. It lowers LDL cholesterol, the bad kind. It tells your liver to make fewer precursors to LDL. Less LDL means less glue to form plaque more. It lowers triglycerides, another type of fat that hardens your arteries. Niacin can lower them dramatically. It raises HDL cholesterol, the good kind. And this is where it really shines. HDL is the garbage truck of your circulation. It travels through your arteries collecting excess cholesterol and takes it to your liver for disposal. Niacin is one of the few things that can raise HDL so powerfully. By getting your cholesterol in order, niacin not only stops new plaque from forming, it helps existing plaque stay stable, preventing it from rupturing and causing a heart attack. Mechanism 3. The anti-inflammatory firefighting shield. Niacin's third superpower is its ability to put out fires. We now know that atherosclerosis isn't just a clogged pipe, it's an inflammatory disease at its core. This ongoing subtle inflammation caused by poor diet, stress, or diabetes acts like sandpaper, constantly irritating and wearing down the inner lining of your blood vessels. That damaged lining becomes sticky and attracts cholesterol and immune cells like a magnet, starting the formation of plaque. Niacin helps quell that inflammation, acting like a firefighter putting out those little fires. By reducing inflammation, the inside of your arteries becomes smoother and slicker, much less likely to form clots. In short, niacin is not just a vitamin, it's 3-in-1 cardiovascular agent, none. Highway opening, vasodilation, pipe cleaning, cholesterol, and wall protection, anti-inflammatory. That's why it's such an incredible ally in prevention. The allies. Niacin's support team. It's the girl who's the star of the show. But even rock stars need a good band backing them up. For bomb-proof vascular health, you need a team of nutrients that work together. Think of them like the pit crew at a Formula One race. Here are niacin's 3 most important teammates. Ally 1, vitamin C, the architect of blood vessels. If niacin manages this traffic, vitamin C builds the roads. Its most vital role here is in the production of collagen. Collagen is the reinforced concrete of our bodies. It's what gives strength and flexibility to everything, including the walls of your arteries and veins. Strong, elastic blood vessels are less likely to become damaged and inflamed. If you're deficient in vitamin C, collagen production suffers, and blood vessels become brittle, like an old hose that's cracked. And those micro cracks are a gateway for inflammation and clots. Plus, vitamin C is a beastly antioxidant. It protects LDL cholesterol from oxidation, a process that makes it much more dangerous and prone to forming plaque. Ally number 2, vitamin K2, the calcium traffic controller. This is possibly the most underrated vitamin and crucial for your arteries. While K1 in leafy greens helps with clotting, vitamin K2 has an entirely different mission. It's like a GPS for your body's calcium. One of the biggest problems with atherosclerosis is that instead of calcium going to your bones and teeth, it takes the wrong route and ends up in your arteries, making them stiff as lead pipes at home. Vitamin K2 activates 2 proteins that are like 2 traffic cops. Osteocalcin grabs calcium from your blood and carries it to your bones to strengthen them. Matrix protein MGP patrols your arteries and yells at calcium, "You can't park here." Without enough K2, these 2 cops are sitting on their hands. The result is crazy. Your bones get weaker, osteoporosis, while your arteries get hardened. Some studies suggest that having enough K2 may even help clear some of the calcium that's already deposited in your arteries. Partner 3. Vitamin E, the platelet peacemaker. Vitamin E is an antioxidant that protects the fatty parts of our cells, but its role here is much more direct. It acts like a kind of Teflon film for platelets, the cells that initiate clots. Vitamin E makes platelets less sticky and less likely to come together for no reason. This is key because a bunch of platelets is the first step in forming a blood clot net. A study in the journal Circulation found that women who took vitamin E supplements had a 21% lower risk of blood clots. However, and this is important, balance is key. Very high doses can backfire and increase your risk of bleeding. That's why it's to get your vitamin E from food. Together, this team of niacin, C, K2, and E create a total defense shield. Niacin optimizes blood flow. C builds strong walls. Ketone keeps them flexible, and E keeps blood flowing smoothly. None of them are silver bullets, but together they're a nearly impenetrable wall. Your 7-day action plan for better circulation. Alright, enough theory. Let's get into the kitchen. How can you start introducing these superheroes into your life in an easy and delicious way? Let me be very clear about the 7-day plan. It's not a magic bullet. The goal is to start a new habit, to give your body a flood of good nutrients, to kickstart the repair process. What you can feel in a week is less heaviness and more lightness. The key, as with everything, is consistency. Day 1. The day of the Nina. Breakfast? A good bowl of whole oatmeal. Add a handful of unsalted peanuts or almonds and sunflower seeds, which are niacin bombs. Lunch. A grilled chicken breast. Chicken and turkey are champions in niacin. Accompany it with a good salad and some sautéed mushrooms. Dinner. A baked salmon or tuna fillet. Not only do they have niacin, but also omega-3, which is a super anti-inflammatory. Serve it with brown rice. Day 2. Calling the architect, vitamin C. Breakfast. To your usual oatmeal, today add a sliced kiwi or a handful of strawberries. Vitamin C to the max. Lunch. A lentil salad which also has niacin. Chop raw red pepper, which has the most vitamin C, and dress it with fresh lemon juice. Dinner. Baked chicken with steamed broccoli. Broccoli is a superfood with vitamins C and K. Day 3. The antioxidant boost, vitamin E. Breakfast. In addition to fruit, top your bowl of oatmeal with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil and some almonds. Both are great sources of vitamin E. Lunch. A giant salad of fresh spinach. Spinach has vitamins E and K. A diced avocado, rich in vitamin E, sunflower seeds, and some tomatoes. Dinner. Grilled salmon with roasted asparagus. Asparagus also provides B vitamins. Day 4. Managing calcium, vitamin K2. Breakfast. A couple of scrambled eggs. The yolk is a nutritional treasure trove full of vitamins K, 2, and E. Served with whole wheat toast. Lunch. Chicken or salmon spread over a bed of kale. Kale provides vitamin K1. Dinner. Beef liver or chicken with onions if you dare. Liver is a nutritional beast loaded with niacin and K2. If that's not your thing, a good turkey breast is a great alternative. Days 5, 6, and if not, total synergy. Mix it up for the last 3 days. Alternate breakfast with oatmeal or eggs, always with nuts and fruit. Make yourself huge, colorful salads to eat with base of green leaves, raw vegetables, and a protein. For dinner, rotate between fish, chicken, or legumes, always with a good portion of vegetables. Drink for circulation. Don't forget to drink water. It's essential. And if you want an extra booze, have a green tea in the morning. It's full of antioxidants. Remember, this is just a guide. The key is variety and consistency. You're not taking medicine. You're giving your body the building blocks to build a circulatory system that's foolproof. Crucial warnings and when. See a doctor. Nutrition is an incredible prevention tool, but you have to use it wisely. Please pay close attention here. 1. Supplements versus food. My number one recommendation is always get your nutrients from food. Nature is smarter and packs them with fiber and other substances that help. High-dose niacin supplementation should only, and I repeat, only, be done under medical supervision. While it is very effective for cholesterol, it can have side effects, and if left unchecked, it can affect your liver or blood sugar. Do not self-medicate with high doses of niacin. 2. Drug interactions. Very important. If you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, you have to be very careful. Vitamin K. A sudden increase in your vitamin K intake from spinach, broccoli, etc. can cancel out the effect of warfarin and increase the risk of blood clots. It's not that you can't eat them, but you have to consume them consistently so that your doctor can adjust your dosage. Vitamin E and niacin. High doses can enhance the anticoagulant effect, increasing the risk of bleeding. The golden rule is, if you're taking blood thinners or any other heart, blood pressure, or diabetes medications, or don't make any drastic changes to your diet or take any supplements without first discussing it with your doctor. This is non-negotiable. 3. Warning signs. When to rush to the ER. Prevention is for the future. If you're experiencing symptoms of a clot now, this is not the time to experiment. You need immediate medical attention. Signs of a possible DVT or pulmonary embolism include sudden swelling in one leg, sharp pain in your leg that feels like a severe cramp that doesn't go away, an area of your leg that feels very warm to the touch, or red or strangely colored skin in that area. And if you're also experiencing sudden shortness of breath, sharp chest pain when breathing, or coughing up blood, it could be a pulmonary embolism. It's a life-threatening emergency. Call 911. We covered a lot of ground today. We've put a face to the silent enemy of poor circulation and discovered the incredible preventative power that's right on our plate. We've learned that niacin B3 is a guardian for our blood vessels, working to clear passageways, clear cholesterol, and quench inflammation. And we've met its allies. Vitamin C to build strong walls solidly, vitamin D2 to keep them flexible, and vitamin E to keep blood flowing smoothly. The most important message I want you to take away is this. Your vascular health isn't lost overnight or restored with a magic pill. It's built day by day with every decision you make. You have the power to take charge. You don't have to wait for symptoms to get worse. You can start today with your next meal to build a future with lighter, healthier legs and circulation full of life. If this video has helped you, if it has given you some clarity and hope, I ask you for a small favor, which for this channel means the world, means click on the subscribe button and activate the bell so you don't miss the shaman videos where we will continue exploring together how to live longer and better. And now, I would love for us to create a little community down here. Take a second and tell me in the comments which of the symptoms worries you the most. Heaviness, swelling, cramps, cold, feet. Sharing your experience helps others' mothers feel less alone. I promise to read them all carefully. Thanks for joining me. Remember, take care of your veins and arteries, and they will take care of you. Until next time.